Bronco. Ford Bronco. First four-wheel drive sports car, blazing a new trail of excitement. The new Ford Bronco for 1966. A rough, tough, go-anywhere, climb-anything sports car.
Woo! My name is Scott, and I have been working on a Ford Bronco for the last year now, and it's been at the mechanic probably for like half of that, for like 6 months. And we put in a new motor, we put in a new drive shaft, we rebuilt the transmission. We've done almost absolutely everything to this thing. And right now I am driving to go pick it up, and I have to drive it home kind of for its almost first drive for like 30 minutes, which makes me pretty nervous because it sounds like the mechanics only briefly tested it. So let's see what happens. First time ever filling it up. Made it across the street so far. We're driving. All right, going out on the big road. First train tracks. Phew. Speedometer works. Oh, this thing is awesome. Never need to go over 30 miles an hour though. This is so sick. My shadow alone looks so cool. We're about halfway there. I got a good feeling about this. We'll find out. Almost there. Look at this thing. I've never seen a cooler car in my entire life. Wow. What did I actually do over the last, I don't know, 6 months? Basically, I spent $9,648. And that consisted of putting in this brand new engine, doing power brakes with disc brakes on the front. You can kind of see there. I had the transmission completely rebuilt, new dual exhaust system, new drive shafts, transfer case rebuilt, new tires. Basically everything mechanical on this now has been rebuilt or replaced. So last thing left to do is just some more cosmetic stuff and making it a little more fun. But I mean, it's pretty beautiful. Just looking at it, it does have a few leaks. As you can see there, some hoses to tighten up, regular stuff. But today in this video, I want to go ahead and put in a new radio. So I got this guy right here. I think it's gonna be a good fit. Not too over the top, but still bringing some modernness to this thing. And then also replacing the seats in here. And then maybe a floor mat so people don't cut up their feet. And then we'll see if we get to the roll cage, not sure. Also, we'll see if we're able to repaint the back of this, just the tailgate for now. Eventually, I don't know yet if I'm gonna keep the patina or maybe touch up the patina where it's starting to rust, because you can see the hood and the windshield are black and they were originally blue. Same thing with the grill. But this thing is absolutely awesome. So now I just wanna kind of finish up last couple things so I can really enjoy it and drive it around. So I have this box here and I use it to trace out on my hole. I have a little bit of lip on the radio, so I'm not too worried about a little bit of difference here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out and we'll see how it turns out. That was generally pretty sketchy because these little wheels were just breaking off everywhere. But I think I got it now, maybe. I'll find out. These Horners are hard to cut, to say the least. Put on a glove because sheet metal can be super sharp. There we go. Moment of truth. I think it's gonna be a little bit small. Okay, it's a lot of it small on the bottom. So That's not too big of a deal because I already have this lower notch here from the original one, so I'll have to cut it a little bit bigger on the bottom. Like a glove, they really do not leave much margin for error on these, but that's gonna work. And then we'll take this guy and stick it in there. Whew. That's like perfect. I got lucky there. I didn't even know I wasn't gonna have that much room along the bottom, but it doesn't get much better than that. Now that we have the receiver in, still need to do some wiring, and this is all kind of conceptual. I might come back at a later date and add an amplifier or change the way stuff looks, but just getting started, I bought these little speaker boxes and I'm gonna mount them in these two corners, and then I'm gonna use these 6.5-inch kicker speakers. They're like marine grade. Wiring a radio can be a little bit daunting, but it's actually super simple. Positive and negative wire to each speaker, and then a bunch of wires we don't need because it's not a modern car. And then 4 main wires. We have our positive wire, our negative wire, illumination wire, which goes to the headlight switch, so the screen gets dimmer when the headlights are on. And then our accessory wire, which just goes to the key, so the radio only works when the key's in. So these are the 4 wires. I'm gonna connect it right here, and then I'm gonna have the speaker wires connect all these. I'm gonna speed you guys through this because I don't know anyone who finds this stuff very interesting. And just like that, it works. Both speakers sound really good. Gets to a good volume, nothing too crazy. Can't play you guys a real song because I'll get copyrighted, but enjoy some copyright-free music. You can see, got everything on here. Can't click on maps because you get to see where I'm at. That's a secret. But pretty stoked on these, to say the least. While I haven't finalized the radio stuff yet, we're pretty close. I'm gonna wait on some screws before I have to go to the parts store. I'm gonna have to get some more bolts for all these seats anyways, so I'm gonna start pulling out these seats. I did drive 6 hours round trip to get this one, but I'm gonna take it out because I want it to match the front, unfortunately. Before I finish bolting down this side, I'm actually gonna take the seat back out one more time. I'm gonna be putting in a floor mat and it's gonna go underneath the seat. So you can see over here, I'm gonna go ahead, measure, and then cut this out. This one's made to do the full front of the truck, but I don't really want the middle to have it. I kind of like being able to see the paint instead of having it all black. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and then we'll put it in with some double-sided tape. Pretty hard to beat that. These seats, nice and comfortable. I was about to start working on putting some speakers up here in the front, because if you just have the ones in the back, the person back here just kind of gets blasted and then it's not that loud up here. So before I do that though, I started looking at this parking brake, which I should have figured out before I did the seats. So we're really out of sequence here, but I'm about to cut this parking brake cable free, try to get that little plate out of there, and then I have a new cable to put in, and then we'll get it all connected. Okay, here's the old brake cable. You can see you can't pull this wire through here. It was completely rusted together. Here's the new one, new-ish, but you can see it will pull through. And this one already had a plate on it, so I just drilled those little holes. And then I'm gonna put this down first because I'm not gonna start cutting and welding the sheet metal yet. For now, that's all gonna come in the future. I'm just gonna be putting a little patch panel here and then drilling through the center of that so we can install this. Got this cable through. Was not easy, as you can tell from my arm. Having to get it up through there was quite difficult. But last two little pieces I don't have right now is I need to get a little clip, like those silver things there, to put on here. And then I need a spring that goes from here back to there somewhere. And then just tighten up this bar and it should work. Even without the spring, push down this, you can hear it click. And then pull that and it works pretty well. Now that I got the parking brake figured out, we can get back to speaker time. My biggest problem is right where I want to put it. Don't really have enough space, and you can see it's open to the wheel well here. So my solution for that possibly is using some sort of box. This box is a little small. I'm gonna just test it out on it, and then mounting the speaker into the box. Having the box up in here, that way the back of the speaker doesn't just get covered in mud and water and get ruined pretty quickly. Now I'm gonna grab the speaker and try to put it in there. Now the goal here is to screw this in a way that the screw will go through this, through the sheet metal and into the box, holding the box to the speaker, but not sure how realistic that really is. This one I could fit the plastic box in a little bit better, more lined up than over there. So I think this is hopefully gonna turn out better because that one's pretty ugly. And then on this side of things, I use some liquid nails to help prevent water from getting in there, mud and all that, and then also just help hold the box to the wall. Not sure if any of the screws really latched into the box or not, but we'll see how well these hold up. It's more of an experiment than a recommended thing. Last but not least, probably the most difficult thing to do in this video is take out this back seat and replace it, because these back bolts kind of go down into the frame and it's not gonna be easy. I have to drop the gas tank in order to access a lot of it. So we'll take that out, and then we're gonna try to get the seat out, and then we'll install the new one, and that'll be it. So let's do it. Got the hoses disconnected and got this band off, so we should be able to drop it down now. And it's gonna come down at an angle like that because of the way they're still hooked on, kind of. So, got some towels ready if this goes wrong. Let's see, get some drippage here. All right, we got a problem. I forgot to disconnect those. Yep. We're jamming. Back seat's looking good. Woo! Just cruising right along. Definitely need some suspension in the next video. Alright, that's it for this video. This thing turned out great with the new seats and new speakers, new floor mats. Got the parking brake started. In the next video, I want to put in a roll cage repaint the back tailgate at least, and then start looking at some other paint options. Not going to start any sheet metal work probably for a little bit, but then also want to put in a hard top on this thing as we start getting into the rainy season here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.